brief about yourself, Atanu Kumar, and Imtiaz, Jaivir, Wag, Nanda, about yourself. What is your background? Where are you currently? On which platform are you working? So let us start from Atan Kumar.
This is Atunu here. Yeah, actually having more than 6 year experience, okay, and 5 year experience in MM and 1.2 year experience in WM.
Okay.
Right now, actually, I'm working for Cognizant. Previously, I worked with TCS, Accenture, and Tech Mahindra.
Okay.
This is my fourth company. Yeah. So now, actually, I'm actually involved so many projects like Cargill Tartan and Sanofi. Now, actually, working for Sanofi Aventis, Johnson Johnson, and Nestle. So these are my major projects which I have worked.
Uh-huh. So you worked pretty well in your MM and WM. So you are looking for EWM and you want to move to EWM.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, fine. Thanks.
Myself Javier, and I'm
Yeah.
working with Colgate-Palmolive. Okay, and since 10 years I'm with Colgate-Palmolive, and I'm into supply chain management. And within supply chain management, I'm looking after warehouse management and logistic execution models.
Okay, that's better. So based out which location?
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay. So let us start. I'm having around total 16 years of experience, and total out of 16, 6 years comes from the domain, and domain includes the various, the manufacturing sectors and the purchasing and commercial departments. I worked in various departments like purchasing and commercial. And later I moved to, in IT, and total IT experience is 10 years. And out of 10 years, 5+ years experience in EWM and 5+ in MM and WM. So worked in various rollouts and implementations in EWM. So currently working for an MNC and based out of Bangalore. Okay. So this is all my brief introduction in a nutshell. So let me take down to the EWM. So you people might be aware of your, the EWM. Okay, so you basically the warehouse management. You people have been working in so much in your real-time world. So you are having very much vast experience in your warehouse management. So what is a warehouse management, and how things are moved in the warehouse management, how things are managed in the warehouse management, how the products are placed in the warehouses, and how the products are removed from the warehouses. So you people are maybe aware of the people might have awareness of all those things. So okay, so basically, the functionality of the warehouse management is nothing but you can keep all your the products, whatever you receive, your incoming products or outgoing products. So you can have in a organized manner. Okay, so the ultimately what happens is the space is very important in your warehouses, in your plant or warehouse. So because depends upon the availability of space, so the business or the customer satisfaction is also depends upon your the delivering to the customers on time, and whenever you receive the product from the vendor, keeping the right place in the right place and right time and right bin is also very important. So you can't keep your products randomly here and there, so that it will take a lot of time you can in searching for those products. So in order to avoid those things, so yes, if WM is not there, warehouse management is not there, you can have those products in your inventory managed storage locations. Okay, inventory managed storage locations, you can keep all your products in your inventory managed storage locations. So in that way, you can organize the things. Okay, so IM managed and WM managed. So these two are interlinked with each other. So the similar way, the main process of warehouse is nothing but incoming and outgoing materials, goods receipts and goods issues, fulfilling of customer orders, and distribution of goods. So these all are performed in the warehouses. Likewise, so what is the major difference between the IM and the WM managed is the IM managed you can keep randomly anywhere in your plant. You can make one storage location at the corner of your plant, and then you can address it from the storage location. So different storage locations will be there. So some finished products, semi-finished products, raw materials, and some spare parts. So likewise, you can make your. So that doesn't contain any physical address of your that doesn't contain any physical address. If you want to remove those products from the storage locations, it's very difficult. You need to identify where it is first of all. The picker will take a lot of time in going and searching of the products. So in order to avoid that, the warehouse management, what will happen is you will have some physical address assigned to that, so that you can go and easily pick the order. So the warehouse will divide it into the storage locations will be divided in a warehouse. The warehouse will be divided into multiple sections: storage types, storage sections, storage bins. So all these things will have some physical address for those products, and those products can be easily removed from your warehouse, and it can be delivered to the customer on time. So that makes, what will happen is the optimization and utilization of the warehouse space, as well as the resources, as well as the time, it will be minimized. And sometimes some warehouse management, warehouse management, if you go for a large scale, if you want to go for a large volume of transactions, that is a very huge amount of data is there. So people will go for an extended warehouse management. So some processes will not handle. So extended warehouse management, basically used for your fulfilling of the business processes. More or less, EWM is a process related. Okay. So there will be different processes involved in the business. So all these processes more or less will be mapped in your EWM straight away. So very less here and there configure some Z enhancements or something are involved. More or less, almost everything will be satisfied with the EWM. So why EWM is there is to handle the larger amount of volume of transactions for multiple scales, and as well as the business processes are extensively there in your EWM rather than your WM.
As you said, everything and most of the scenarios will get fulfilled with the standard EWM, right? What about, in normal WM, we have a lot of Z enhancement, which fulfills warehouse tasks very easily, and multiple transactions happens in the background, by which end users, the business users save their time in execution process. Same things will get fulfilled in standard EWM as well. For example, TO creation, automatic TO creation, then the picking and delivery processing, the PGI processing kind of thing.
Yeah, with whom I'm speaking, it's Nanda.
Jayveer.
Yeah. So yeah, more or less, all those processes will be fulfilled. So if you see here, I compared the WM versus EWM here. Okay. So here what will happen is whatever you said is automatic creation is possible, picking strategies is possible. Moreover, deconsolidation is there, yard management is there. So storage unit management, most of the EWM works with the process-oriented storage control. Process-oriented is handling unit management is extensively used in your EWM. Whereas if you go cross-docking is extensively used. Okay, deconsolidation. This is one of the important feature in your EWM. It is not available in your WM. So deconsolidation extensive, sorting and rearrangement. So all these are extensively used in your EWM. That are not there in your WM. Yes, the strategies may be somewhat extended in your EWM. They have some same strategies, stock removal strategies, first in first out, last in removal strategies that are there in your EWM also. Okay, strategies point of view different, but remaining business perspectives, expected goods receipt is there in your EWM. Through which you can directly create your inbound delivery, and you can directly create your inbound delivery in EWM system itself. So storage unit management, all these things are extended in your till this, and these are the new features. RF, if you go for RF, it is same more or less.
Okay.
Radio frequencies.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, what are the major differences? Yeah, what are the major differences in WM and DWM?
So that's what
okay.
See, the major difference is, the EWM provides the extensively the business processes, okay, which are not there in your WM. What are those business processes? Deconsolidation is available in your this one. Okay, value added services extensively used in your EWM. Okay, expected goods receipts are there. Yard management is extensively used in your EWM. Handling unit management, suppose in WM, if you want, I think the HU manage will be something different. Here is a part of your EWM only. Okay, slotting rearrangement, labor management. So all these things will be very extensively used in your EWM, which are not there in your WM. So the WM having a very limited scope, okay, and moreover, if the volume of transactions is more, it is not feasible to go for WM. So EWM occupies large scale of, you can go for large volume of transactions also in EWM. Moreover, I think the WM support is also going to, I think the SAP has given a deadline for support also rather than. So people, almost all people, projects that are there in WM will move to your EWM.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the some extended features, like you can create a new elements like activity areas, resources, labor management. So all these things can be used here. You can create new elements like activity areas, resources, labor management, work centers, so which are not available in your WM. So SAP EWM provides a robust, okay, these are not important, okay. And whatever extended warehouse similar to the warehouse management provides more features like picking, put away. So moreover, more or less, it will go in a parallel way. WM, if people are using a WM, working on WM, they can easily go for EWM. So that, because whatever the strategies, put away strategies are there, that it will be similar, but the process will be different. Rather than the process will be different. So here, if you want to, if you go for EWM, the tracking of the vehicles can be done that through the transportation units will be there. So through those transportation units, yard management, what will happen is the tracking of the vehicles will be there. Okay, at what time the vehicle comes, at what time the loading starts, at what time the loading ends. So all these things can be tracked out. And more or less you can perform the deconsolidation of handling units which contain different products by putting them away into different sections. So what is the deconsolidation process is, the vendor, vendor will send all the components at a time. So there is a concept called process oriented storage control. In that process oriented, what will happen is, there is a deconsolidation is there. In the deconsolidation, you will create a work center. You will keep that, you will bring that packet and you segregate those goods individually. So with the help of that, what will happen is, you can pack it individually, and before storing the goods, you can have the individual HUs, and then the individual HUs can be placed in your final bin. So that is what the deconsolidation allows. It is nothing but repacking into individual HUs. It is done in the work centers. We will create a special work centers for each and everything. So we will do in the work centers. So ideally what will happen is, the product, whenever the vendor sends the product, you will keep those products in your interim storage area first of all. Then from the interim storage area, then a work center will be in between. A work center will be there. You will take those handling units to the work center. You will repack it, and then you will send it to your final storage bin. So there will be there will be individual steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, like that. So all these steps can be carried out in your process oriented storage control. That we'll call it as a complex processes. There is a two process we'll segregate. One is the simple process, the other one is the complex process.
One question here, that deconsolidation process you explained, and multiple steps are involved. So all those steps are manual, or both options are available, automatic and manual both?
Automatic, because manual intervention will be less if you go for process oriented. So once we configure it, then the manual interaction will not be there. If you want manual interaction also, we can do it.
Okay. So both options are available. Okay, thank you.
So there is a EWM, you can use a warehouse cockpit. Okay, warehouse cockpit is nothing but in WM also, I think warehouse cockpit is there. So in EWM, what will happen is, there is a tool called monitor tool is there. So in that monitor, what will happen is, you can have all the documents at one place. Okay, whatever the documents you can create, you can do everything from the monitor itself. You can see the stocks, you can see the storage types, you can see the storage sections, you can see the storage bins, what are all the empty bins are there. You can see the inbound documents, outbound documents. Okay, so stock transfers. So what all you can do, you can have multiple options in the monitor. That is an important tool which SAP has given. So that is one very important tool which SAP has given. It called as a SAP EWM Monitor. Monitor is a very important tool. And also you can work with the hazardous substances also. And so these are the deployment options. Multiple ERP systems are connected to a SCM server, and one server box will be there. Okay, SCM server and EWM. SAP ERP are connected to one standalone system also. You can work in that way also. So what will be our ideal cases? This one I will explain you. So this one is a pretty straightforward, everyone warehouses will have. So what is that? Warehouse will have a door. Okay, this is the truck which you are receiving truck. So here the unloading happens, unloading at the door, and those will be brought to your staging area inbound. There is nothing but interim storage area, and those components will be brought to your deconsolidation station. You will repack it, or whatever work center you will have it, you can have it here, and then deconsolidate final storage sections and storage bins. These are the bins. So right, this is the inbound part. Now coming to the outbound, customer places an order for this, and you remove that. You remove the components from the storage bins. You keep the components in the packing station. This is packing station. You pack the products before shipping to the customer. Shipper tube is built. Staging area outbound. You will keep the staging area outbound. The products are ready for shipping, and then you will keep the truck is ready, and then you load to the truck. These are involving about the outbound. This is a inbound and outbound processes diagram. And moreover, as we are working with an EWM system, there will be two types of systems will be there. One is the ECC. There will be two boxes. One is the ECC box. The other one is the EWM box. The ECC box, it is separate. ECC and EWM are separate. These two are connected with each other. Okay. So through ALE setup, we are going to connect with the ECC and EWM through ALE. Okay. So always, these two systems should talk with each other. These two systems should be, the data transfer should happen mutually into these two systems. Okay. So whatever the ECC system is your business system, not your EWM system. ECC system is your business system. So whatever the transaction that you create it, whether you create a purchase order, sales order, whatever you do it, you does in your ECC only. So EWM is nothing but warehouses. So how you will manage your product, that part in your EWM, but financial transactions and everything will go in your ECC only. Okay. So coming to the the master data, ECC or ERP and EWM are closely integrated with each other for transfer of transaction and master data. There are two ways of communication. So, as I said that there are two boxes, ERP and EWM system. So how the master data and transactional data will flow into both the systems. That is also a big challenge here. So now, ECC, SAP ECC, what is the master data considering for MM side? So vendor master, material master, okay, shipping points, plants, vendors, and all those things should get transferred in your EWM system, right? So how it goes? So there is a communication method called core interface. This we will call it as a SIF. Okay, SIF. So what we will do is through SIF, whatever the master data that you will create in your EWM system, in your ECC system, gets replicated in your EWM system. So suppose a vendor master is created. Okay, some material master is created. So those two things should get transferred into your EWM system, right? So how do you do that? Through this SIF interface, through this communication method called as core interface. Core interface is one of the common method for communication between SAP EWM system and APO system. Master data maintained in ERP structures like customer, material, vendor, which are available in ERP, are transferred to EWM system via core interface. So the other one is called as a transactional data. This is the master data is transferred through core interface. So master data, so remember that in EWM always works with the deliveries. Always you should have deliveries only. And the master data is only as bidirectional, single direction, unidirectional. So what happened, whenever you create a master data in ECC, that will go into your EWM system. EWM master data is there, but that will not come in your ECC system. Okay, it's only a unidirectional. Whereas transactional data, suppose you create an inbound delivery in your ECC, that gets distributed in your EWM system. Okay, after distributing, the GR and the final put away will happen in your EWM system. So those statuses, the status of the document should be updated in ECC also, because invoices and everything will be done in your ECC. So the status will be, the GR status will get updated in your ECC. So it's a bidirectional. What I'm trying to say is bidirectional means both ways the data will flow. Whereas if you consider the master data, it is only a single directional. In this figure I have shown you. So communication method is ERP master data. This is SCM. We will call it as a location and business partner. Vendors and customers will be treated as a business partners in your SCM. And the transaction data is inbound docs and outbound. Inbound deliveries and outbound deliveries through the iDocs are queued QRFCs. We will call it as a QRFCs with data. Data will flow in your ECC to EWM system. So EWM ERP transaction data is inbound delivery docs, outbound delivery docs. Okay. So these two systems will transaction data is a bidirectional, whereas whereas this one is a unidirectional. So this all about the a simple the simple explanation of how the data flows from how the master data flows and how the transaction data flows, and all the says. So any questions from anyone?
The one question. This is what I see is related to ECC and EWM. But what I learned, I mean, recently on S4 HANA, EWM is already inbuilt embedded system, EWM.
Yes.
So in that, I mean, I'm not clear whether EWM will be a separate box.
No.
Considered to S4.
Yes. In embedded system, what will happen is there will be only one box. Okay. Internally, we will connect with each other. Internally, we will connect with each other. There won't be any, transferring of data from one box to another box. Okay.
So CIF and QRFC won't be there.
It won't be there. It will be because we are working with only one system. Shipping will not be there. Shipping will not be there. And this,
and in future, I mean, in future, what would be the customer's preference? I mean, or SAP roadmap, how it is going to place? I mean,
see, in HANA, see, people will suppose if they are already ready, they are on the S4, they are on the they are already on the this conventional system, R3 systems. So people will go for this one only. So if there are any new one, suppose if people are working in WM, they want to migrate into EWM, then now the people are going for S4 directly instead of going to this old conventional method. But whatever the projects that are there already there, they are working as it is. 9.5 version also there. SAP now EWM 9.5. So what is the major difference between the HANA based and decentralized this system is? The process oriented process will be same, except quality inspection process, except quality inspection process, every process is same. Okay, every process is same. What is the advantages S4HANA is some duplication of documentation has been removed. Example, what is the duplication of data is, if you consider an inbound process, once you create the inbound delivery in your ECC, it gets distributed in EWM system. Okay. Normal, what will happen is there are the two types of modes, inbound delivery notification and inbound delivery are there in your EWM. So that notification part, duplication of data has been removed in your S4 HANA. Okay. Notification is not there. Then directly people are working with inbound delivery directly itself.
Okay.
And moreover, some tables has been fine-tuned. So from functional perspective, more or less it is same. From technical perspective, yes, lot of changes has been happened.
So, my concern was if there are going to be two models, separate model and embedded model, then as a functional concern, there are no lot of changes need to learn. I mean.
Yes, that except quality inspection. Quality inspection has been completely fine-tuned. I agree with that. There have been so much changes in the quality inspection in S4.
Yes.
Okay, so that I found only those changes. Apart from that, functional perspective, yes, nothing was been changed.
And I'm not sure whether my question is valid or not. Just quickly to ask, uh, under S4HANA we have Fiori applications. So EWM, which is embedded EWM, in that also we have Fiori applications built provided by the SAP.
Yeah, Fiori apps are there.
Okay.
So this will be your course structure. Okay. So course structure will stand from the introduction, system integration, and organization structure, and master data. Document types. What are the different document types that are available in your EWM and how it is integrated with your ECC system? So then inbound processing. In this one I said it process oriented, no? So this comes under the process oriented storage process. This is a simple inbound. This is a simple inbound, and this is a complex inbound. Along with the VAS activity, validated services, quality inspection engine, GRN and EGRN. Okay, this comes under inbound, and the outbound is stock removal, complex outbound, VAS, route determination, wave management, staging area door determination, yard management. So warehouse process types. This is very important in your EWM system. Without this warehouse process types, nothing is going to move. Okay. This is one type of, one type, it will act as a moment type in your EWM system. Okay. Moment types. And warehouse order creation rules and warehouse order. This is nothing but your transfer order creations. What we call it as a WM, we'll call it as a warehouse order creation rules. And internal warehouse processing, replenishment, rearrangement, posting changes, ROCMOS, physical inventory, and mobile data entry is nothing but RF guns. So we will show you the how we are going to work with the desktop and RF also, both. And monitoring, exception handling. Whenever you receive some damaged parts or anything, by putting the exception codes, how you will accept it, that I will show. And the kitting process is a kit to stock as well as to order also. Okay, kit to stock and kit to order. And cross-docking comes after cross-docking EWM triggered, and transportation cross-docking only overview I will explain you. And post-processing post-processing framework is nothing but outputs, how you will take out the printouts of the handling units, and how you will take out the printout of the transfer orders, warehouse orders. So all these things comes under your PPF actions. So these all things we are going to cover in your coming days.
These are all learning part, but actual learning part, I mean, I was more interested to understand how, I mean, what is the implementation experience, any one of the implementation already you have done, that implementation experience.
No, anyway, see, if you work with the inbound process, right? If you go for inbound, no. So anyway, we will work from that part, that angle only. Okay, we'll create some few parts, we'll configure it. Every step we require configuration. Okay, each and every side, every step we require configuration. So first we'll configure it, then we'll execute the scenario. We'll understand how in real time how it works.
Okay.
So each and every step in real time.
Very basic. I mean, I mean, for myself, I do not have experience to implement EWM. By doing this course, is that something I can say that I can build my confidence that if I get fresh implementation on my own basis, and I mean, it would be possible for me to deliver it.
Yeah, 100%. See, whatever the course content is there, whatever you are going to learn, these are all things are real-time scenarios only. Okay, real-time. Except for shipping, the process will be same. Yes, except people in real-time, what will happen? People will create the bad jobs.
Okay.
So, but the process is same. Okay, example I'm telling you. The process will be same. Suppose handling units are there. Handling unit creation will be same. See, more or less, you can easily handle it. That's what I can say it.
Okay.
more or less, practically, the practical sessions are important rather than theory.
Yes, yes. Also, we'll be discussing development objects at every stage. I mean, let's take example of inbound processing. So while learning that process, we'll see configurations. Also, I expect we'll get to know what are the development objects are available from customer point of view. I mean, customer exits which can be used in that particular process. Available exits kind of thing.
No, actually, no. That thing, when as and when requirement is there, we'll work on that. But the configuration side, yes, each and every configuration will be shown to you, because without configuration, we can't execute in the scenarios. Okay, and the configuration side, the why it is required, where it is required, how it is done, all these things will be discussed. And the customer exits and all the things, real time, if you go at that time, depends upon the requirement, you can grasp it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you have done so many implementation. Okay, so can you provide some documents related to a functional design, functional spec, and what you have done the implementation? So that is good for us, I think.
Functional, that cannot be shared, but we'll try it at the end. We'll see.
So just wanted to know what is the process, what is the interfaces, okay, between the two and three production system. So that we wanted to know.
Yeah, sure. We'll see that. We'll see that. I can't give that, but I will make some other alternative and I will provide you.
Okay.
And with this course, is it possible to appear for certification? I mean, I hope this will help certification
100%.
point of view.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So sessions will be one-to-one sessions. One-to-one in the sense live sessions, right? Or recorded sessions?
No, live sessions only.
Okay.
Live sessions, and the recordings will be shared to you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually the point of concern is for live sessions. What happens? A lot of questions comes in and we get distracted from the subject. So, and how we are going to manage that?
that will be managed. See, when we started working it, no, when we started sessions, definitely you people are all well experienced guys. So you people might raise it. So we'll work it, because that is useful for others also.
Okay. Okay.
We'll have one forum, we'll have some discussion, but we should not deviate with our main course. Okay, that will be handled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we can discuss all the questions. Okay, meeting last time of the meeting. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
End of the session, we'll have some time and we'll discuss on those, because that is very important rather than learning it, right?
Yeah, correct.
Right. Yeah, sharing experiences, everybody's intelligent questions will help everyone.
Yeah, because everyone might not know everything.
Yes, correct. And all. I mean, after completing this course, we should be ready to appear interviews. that's
Yeah.
that's what.
See, you see, once you complete your inbound and outbound, you can start attending the interviews. No need for waiting till the completion. Once you complete the inbound, once you complete the master data, and once you start the outbound till the TU creation transportation unit, you can start attending the interviews.
And is there a scope to discuss on real-time issues, what you have faced during your?
Yes. We'll see that. We'll see that. See, that's what I told you. Whenever we are trying to execute one configuration or we build a scenario, at the same time we'll have some real-time scenario also. You can share your whatever you work in your WM. So I will share my experiences.
Okay, great.
So in that way we'll go. Otherwise, learning is simple. It's not.
Yeah, like academic kind of thing won't. I mean,
That's not good, right? Just learning and going is not good. We want to discuss. We want to share some thoughts. We want to take something from this training.
And what is the duration of these classes actually?
Actually, the duration of these classes will be, 40 to 45 hours.
Okay.
You can take it as 40 to in between 45 hours. I will take up to 45 hours also. Sometimes it will extend to 50 hours also. You should bear with me. Depends upon the subject and depends upon discussions. Okay.
So you're conducting the class on Saturday, Sunday, means weekends or weekdays as well?
That's what probably we'll have the weekend, but depends upon your availability and all the things. We'll see. We'll see the availabilities of those all things. Okay, if you I'm ready with the weekdays also and weekends also. Okay, those things you can check with the our coordinator Ajay, and then please Ajay will inform me so that morning at what time if weekdays are there. So morning from 8 o'clock onwards I am free. From we'll go for that. Others, you just mention your timing, sir. So, still any questions, anything? You can always reach out me to Ajay on that timings and the flexibilities. No need to worry. If one class is missing, nothing will happen. I will take up the backlogs also, no problem.
You have documented any real related to any real time scenario. So at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
30 to 40 what kind of issues are coming. Okay, so you have to resolve. So for
Yeah,
interview
yeah.
preparation at least. Yeah.
Sure. I will guide that, and I'm having that. Lot of things are there. Don't worry.
Okay.
Support issues, sir. No problem.
And that server, if at all, then is there is any, if there is a server issues, and how, I
No,
mean, how,
actually, server issues so far we are not facing any server issues. Okay, so those server things will be given individual user IDs will be given to you for your practice sessions. And so as of now, if server is down also for one day maximum it will be there. For apart from that, nothing. So far, we have not faced any issues with the server. If any connectivity issues are there, maximum 4 to 5 hours or max one day. That's it. Because external vendor we are taking with external vendor, so that might be the issue. That's it. Apart from that, nothing is there.
so regarding
So,
course fees and all, you will come back later on, course fees and
fees.
course fees.
So these things you can check with our Ajay about the fee structure and all the things.
Okay, payment structure.
Okay. Timings, Ajay will guide you. Ajay is a coordinator. Okay, so we'll close the session, and if you have any questions, you can reach out me through Ajay. No problem. I can guide you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining the call. Thanks.